A cold wind whispered through the forest as a small black bird sat alone on a crooked branch. His feathers were dull, not shiny like the ravens, and his wings felt weak compared to the eagles, who soared high above the clouds. Every day he watched the other birds fly with confidence and grace, while he struggled just to stay in the air. The blackbird often wondered why he was even born with wings, if he couldn't use them like everyone else. One morning, after a long night of doubt, he decided to fly to the tallest mountain in the forest. He didn't know exactly why, maybe. He just wanted to prove something to himself, or maybe he simply wanted to feel the wind on his face again. As he flapped his wings, he stumbled, dipped, and almost crashed more times than he could count. Other birds laughed as he passed. "Look at him. He can barely fly," they mocked. Each word was like a stone on his wings, but still, he pushed forward. The journey was long and difficult. Storm clouds gathered above the forest, and the blackbird fought against the wind. Every gust pushed him back, and for a moment he thought about turning around. But he remembered something his mother once told him when he was very young. Courage isn't about having the strength to fly high. It's about flying even when your wings shake. Those words sparked a fire inside him. With renewed determination, he forced his wings upward. He flew through the wind, through the rain, through the darkness, until finally, exhausted and trembling, he reached the top of the mountain. The view was breathtaking. The sky stretched endlessly before him, painted with colors he had never seen from the forest floor. For the first time in his life, he wasn't looking up at the world, he was looking out over it. And for a moment, he felt something he hadn't felt before: pride. As he stood on the cliff, a sudden strong wind lifted him off his feet. Instinctively, he spread his wings, and this time, something magical happened. He didn't fall, he didn't wobble. Instead, he glided, smoothly, powerfully. The wind carried him higher and higher, until he was soaring above the trees, above the rivers, above every doubt he ever had. He realized then that the mountain climb had strengthened him. The struggle had shaped him. The challenge he thought was too big had become the reason he could finally fly. The very birds who laughed at him now watched in disbelief as he soared higher than any of them ever had. The blackbird didn't return to prove them wrong. He returned to prove to others like him that being different didn't mean being less. Struggling didn't mean failing. Sometimes the birds who looked the weakest on the ground become the strongest in the sky. And so, the blackbird spent his days inspiring others, showing them that no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many voices doubt you, your story isn't over until you decide it is. Your wings are meant for great heights, but only if you're brave enough to open them.